Hey everyone, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Happy October. It is October 1st and it is the start of the magical Hopathon that Rachel Cerys is hosting this month. It is all about Walt Disney World and happy birthday Magic Kingdom. They opened 50 years ago today and I really want to go back to Disney World. I've been once and so I had to take part in this readathon. Also, my books are all spooky because I only read scary and spooky and creepy books in October. For some reason this year I am like excited for the end of the year. I don't know why. I usually hate the end of the year because it's another year older, and anyways, so this is my second month in a row participating in a month-long readathon. I participated in the magical readathon last month. Really enjoyed that, but we're not going to talk about that today. That's going to be tomorrow's video that I'm going to be filming. So, yes, it's October 1st. So, I have not started this TBR yet. It's a big one if you've seen the thumbnail. It's 13 books. And I just started reading a book that I was supposed to read last month. I am 58 pages into A Darker Shade of Magic by V. Schwab, but we're not going to be talking about this one. I did not realize it was going to be a quick read, and during the sprints this morning that Rachel was hosting, the Fast Pass sprints, which I loved, I read this. I started it. So, that's going to be not included in this TBR, but I'm reading it. So Rachel Cerys, she created this readathon for the 4 main parks at Walt Disney World. Disney World is located in Florida, and yeah, so let me get my paper with the prompt. Okay, so there's 4 parks, and there is an entrance ticket to each park, but you only need to do 1 entrance ticket, and then you can hop. You got to finish a park, and then you can hop to the next one of your choosing. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing 1 park the first week of October, the 2nd park the 2nd week, the 3rd park the 3rd week, and then the 4th park the 4th week. So, I am going to be starting with Animal Kingdom, and then I'm going to be going to Magic Kingdom, then Hollywood Studios. I wrote down MGM because I am an old lady and I know it as MGM. So, and then the last park I'm going to be going to is Epcot, because when I went there it was my least favorite park, but it had my favorite ride, which was Mission Space with Gary Sinise. But anyways, the park entrance ticket to Animal Kingdom is read a book that involves nature. So, the first book I'm going to be picking up, and you have to read your books in order. There's a reading order. Like, you got to finish Animal Kingdom, or you got to finish a park and then go to the next one. There's no hopping between back and forth through parks. So, the first park I'm going to be completing for the first week of October is Animal Kingdom, and the park entrance is going to be for The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin. All I know is that it involves witches, and it has the pretty hardback. The attractions, I chose, which one did I choose? I chose a 5-star prediction, which is Flight of Passage. So I'm going to go on the Flight of Passage, never rode that ride. And 5-star prediction, I chose Small Favors by Aaron A. Craig. Aaron A. Craig wrote House of Salt and Sorrow, which was a 12 Dancing Princesses retelling. Absolutely loved it. It was horror-y, spooky, creepy, and this is a Rumpelstiltskin retelling. I've never read the original story of Rumpelstiltskin. I only know the story loosely of Shrek. Shameful, I know, but I'm going to be reading this, and the cover, once again, it's got bees and honey, and I'm loving the end papers. So, and I think this could count for nature as well, because bees, nature, honey, you know. But, yeah. So, second book. Okay. Alright, the snacks. I chose middle grade. Jungle Juice. And it is Rita middle grade. So I'm going to be reading Eleanor, Alice, and the Roosevelt Ghost by Diane K. Salerni. It's very short. I'll fly through it. This was a blog tour read for me, I think last year. Never got around to it. Lost my ebook copy. It expired. So I had to get this copy from the library. And yeah, I am very excited to read like spooky middle grade, because I find that middle grade is more spooky than actual young adult and adult sometimes. So I was going to read this with my kids, but I'm just going to read it myself. And if they want to read it, they can. So the show, I chose Nemo. Nemo the musical. Read a book out of your comfort zone. I don't like classics. I want to read classics because I have major FOMO when it comes to people saying, oh, I read this classic, really loved it. And I'm like, I want to read this classic. And plus, I want to watch the movie. So I'm going to be picking up The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I love this cover. And I really want to watch the movie because Ben Barnes. Hello, he's Dorian Gray. And he's got the long hair. So, yes. But I may listen to this on audiobook while I'm reading through it. So, yeah. So, this is my Animal Kingdom TBR right here. I don't know if I'm going to be vlogging. I may. But, yes. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, so Animal Kingdom TBR. First week of October. Depends on how fast I can read A Darker Shade of Magic. I need some reading sprints. So people, if you're watching, host some reading sprints so I can participate and read. That's the only way I'm reading nowadays. Once I get done at Animal Kingdom, I am going to Magic Kingdom. So, I don't need to do the park entrance because I'm already admitted into the park. Or the whole entire kingdom. And so, I'm going to be going to the Haunted Mansion as my attraction. And that is Read a Spooky Book. So, I'm going to be reading... Whoa. You're wrong. Okay. I'm going to be reading The Bone Houses by Emily Lloyd-Jones. This is the third year that I've put this book on my October TBR. And I will get to it this year. It's about grave diggers. And yeah, so every time I think of gravediggers, I think about that season of Survivor where they were in China and the guy was a gravedigger. I don't know why. My mind just goes to him when it says gravedigger. So yes, I will be reading this year. And yeah, I still got my owl crate. See, I got a bookmark already. There we go. Easy. I'm combining the snack and show for the parks. You can combine the snack and shows. And that's what I'm doing for Magic Kingdom. So, I chose Dole Whip and the Festival of Fantasy. I think, yes. Festival of Fantasy. So, for Dole Whip and for my show and snack, I am reading The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. This is the arc of The Hazelwood. It came out in January 2018. So, 3 years. I can't do math off the top of my head if you can tell. But yes, I've heard amazing things about this and the sequel and then the Tales from the Hinterland. I am so excited, and it's floppy. So, floppy paperbacks are my jam this month, it seems. Actually, no, because I'll got hardbacks. I don't know what I'm saying. Because of, probably this one, because it's floppy. Okay, so, yes, don't know much about this, except that girl's name's Alice, and her grandmother wrote stories, fairy tales, and that her mother keeps her out of the woods. I don't know. That's, if I got that wrong, I apologize, but that's the gist I'm going with. So, yeah, and I love this cover. It's very shiny. The third park I am going to is MGM Studios Hollywood Studios, whatever. So I am going on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Read a new release after 2020. So I chose a book that I have on NetGalley. It's an ebook, The Orphan Witch. I forget who it's by, and I don't know what it's about. I'm going on my NetGalley shelf. I have a lot of NetGalley books to read, so. The Orphan Witch by Paige Crutcher. It's a mystical, magical, and wildly original. If Alice Hoffman and Sarah Addison Allen had a witchy love child, she would be Paige Crutcher. Persephone May has been alone her entire life, abandoned as an infant and dragged through the foster care system. She wants nothing more to belong somewhere, to someone. However, Persephone is as strange as she is lonely. Unexplainable things happen when she's around. Changes in weather, inanimate objects taking flight, and those who seek to bring her into their family quickly cast her out. So, it's about a witch who finds herself, who discovers that she has powers. So, that's my attraction, TBR, or book. And so, the snack I'm going to be going for is the blue-green milk from Hopathon Star Wars. I had to include it. And it is, read a book you spent way too much money on, but did it anyway. And I'm picking an Owl Crate book because those damn boxes are so damn expensive. I had to stop. I didn't have no more money. But I'm going to be picking up Horrid by Katrina Leno. I love this cover. So this is my way too expensive book. I could have put The Bone Houses, but yeah. And I think this is like a girl who goes into an old house. Yep. A dreary, dilapidated old house in Maine where Ruth grew up. I love old, creepy houses. It's my thing. And if it's got a spooky lake in the backyard or down the road or in the town, I'm all for it. So, yes, I doubt that it's going to have a lake or any body of water. But, yeah. So, this is my snack pick. My Hopathon Star Wars pick. So far from Star Wars, it's ridiculous. Okay, and the show, I chose Fantasmic. And it is read a book with a show-stopping cover. Again, Owl Crate. I love the Owl Crate edition of the Winterwood. It is stunning. It is beautiful. It is white. It is simplistic. The trees remind me of my forest that I live in outside. Especially during the winter when there's no tree leaves on the branches and it's spooky as fuck. But yeah, I just love the blue and the white. I love the sprayed edges, and I love the under the dust jacket hardback. So beautiful. I love it, and it is florgeous, you gorgeous. So this is my TBR for MGM Studios, Hollywood Studios. I want to keep saying MGM, so y'all gonna have to get that over that. Yes, Hollywood Studios TBR. And the last park is Epcot with the giant silver golf ball. I used to call it a golf ball. Okay, so the attraction I'm going to is Spaceship Earth. Read a historical fiction, and I am picking. Am I picking this? Yes, A Perfect Place to Die by Bryce Moore. This takes place in 1890s Chicago, and it's one of the world's most notorious serial killers. A Quiet Life in Utah. It takes place in Chicago during the World Fair, and yeah, it's got a mysterious hotel known as the Castle. So yes, and the cover is just like the books I have chosen for the last week of October. It'll be perfect to read because you're amped up and anticipating Halloween night, Halloween day, and yes, so this is just, yes, great. So, yes. Okay, so, and the snack, there was only one snack choice, and it is World Showcase. Read a book set in one of the following countries or has been translated from a country listed below from an author who originates from the following country: Mexico, Norway, China, Germany, Italy, America, Japan, Morocco, France, United Kingdom, and Canada. So I had to put this book on my TBR because I did not get to read one of the books in this series last year, and I am I have chosen The Walking Dead Descent by J. Bonansinga. This is book 5 in the Walking Dead novelizations, and yet I smile, King Ezekiel. So, I love The Walking Dead. I'm sad that it's ending. And I'm still on season 8. So, I've got some catching up to do. I suck at watching TV. I'm not even going to go into it. But yeah, this is book 5. This takes place in Woodbury. Like, the first 2 books were about the governor and how he became the governor. And then the 3rd and 4th book were set in Woodbury with the new leader who was chosen after the governor was killed. And so, yes, I wanted to read this last year for October. Didn't get to it because I chose a different kind of spooky TBR, and none of the books I read were spooky at all. But yes, I'm going to be reading this around Halloween, and it's I can't wait. So this is for my snack because the author is American, and it takes place in Georgia, Woodbury, Georgia. And the last prompt for Epcot is the show, and I chose Turtle Talk with Crush because who doesn't love Crush and Finding Nemo? Dude. So it is read a middle grade or listen to an audiobook. And this one, it's not set in stone. But like all of these books I'm going to be reading. But this one, I read out loud to my kids for school. I homeschool my children. I have 3 girls. And I read out loud to them every day. And we just finished our current read aloud, which was Willow of Dark Hollow. It would have been perfect for October. But the next one that they wanted to read, I have as this prompt. And since this is like the last park I'm going to be going to, I may change it. I may find an audiobook that I want to listen to, a spooky one, or I may be over to Spook and Creeps. But anyways, right now I have The Hedgehog of Oz by Corey Leonardo. This is her 2nd book. She wrote The Simple Art of Flying, which I absolutely loved. It was about 2 African gray parrots, and it was fucking hilarious. So this one is about a little hedgehog named Oz, and he lives in the Emerald City Theater. And it's basically a Wizard of Oz retelling. And look at this cover. It's so cute. It's got a little mouse, a hedgehog, a little squirrel. And this is supposed to be the Cowardly Lion. And then the owl is like the Wicked Witch or the Flying Monkeys. And I cannot wait. But yeah, that is just, I love Corey Leonardo's writing. Even though this is her 2nd ever book, I can't wait. And I want a hedgehog. I live in a state where they're legal, so I want one. Look at it. They're so cute. I don't know what it is about me in middle grades. We just blend. We just connect. But yeah, I really don't want to wait until the end of the month to read this. So I may be picking up a different book for this prompt, but right now this is what I have chosen. Okay, here are the 13 books. Here are the 13 books that I have for this magical Hopathon for the month of October. I think I can get it done because I read 12 books last month. September was a great reading month for me after the shit show of August. But yeah, I think I can get it done. Hopefully I can get through A Darker Shade of Magic really, really quickly. But I also got some NetGalleys that are expiring soon. And I'm also reading a Certain Dark Things by Sylvia Moreno Garcia on NetGalley. And that cover. Let me pull it up. Let me see. My God. Yep. I'm on chapter 1. But I am obsessed with her author note for that book. Anyways, yes, if you like this video, if you are taking part in the Magical Hopathon, let me know down below. Would you want to see the vlogs? I'm working, so yes. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you on my next video.